Well, if it isn't Mr. Hard Launch, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Great, Josh. No, let's get to some serious questions here. Pizza muffins.
Mm-hmm.
How are they affecting your game? Because I'm hearing you're having the best camp of your career, and Connor McGovern's just baking those things away?
Yeah, I would absolutely credit all my success to those pizza muffins and Connor. So as long as he keeps making them, I'm going to keep eating them. So we're going to be just fine.
Khalil Shakir is like the only Bills wide receiver that you're starting this camp with, that you have much chemistry with. Out of Dalton Kincaid, who will talk to you today. How important, like in your list of priorities, executing and focusing on you, leadership, all of that, is the chemistry building with this group?
I mean, I think it's very high, but I think we're in a very good spot already. I think that, the guys that were here and we showed up for OTAs, got to spend a lot of time together. We worked out during the off-season part, the last, 2 months, if you will. So we got together. It's not so much about, the on-field stuff. It's about the off-the-field stuff. Can I trust you? Can I get to know who you are? Or how do you tick, so I know how to talk to you as a leader, how to get the best out of you. So it's been very good. These guys have been working their tails off. Everybody in that receiver room is competing as hard as they can right now, so it's a good group.
Best non-football story from Nashville?
We went to this kind of speakeasy lounge type deal, and we needed collared shirts, but we didn't have any.
Oh, I know that
So
place.
we walked
Peterson
in.
House or Patterson House, something like that? No? All right.
I don't know if I can say
Okay,
the
got it.
name.
Sorry.
It's secret. It's top
Okay,
secret.
got it.
But we walked in, and they had like a coat closet from people that left coats. So we all put on these random coats. My coat was to my, not even halfway down my arm. So I got the baby coat, but just had a good time in there, and again, got to tell stories and jokes and get to know each other on a deeper level.
Photos where it didn't happen, Josh. We need to see those
Well,
photos.
I got them, but I'm not showing them.
Your last year, one of the best stretches of your career. Crazy, 25 touchdowns over the last 9 games, better than anybody. You bested everybody in that. Are we giving Joe Brady too much credit for that?
No, absolutely not. No, he came in. What I love about Joe is he really wants to call plays that we want to run.
Mm-hmm.
He comes in to our meetings before, the day before the game, and he goes, I'm leaving. You guys figure out the first 3 runs that you guys want as an offensive line. Khalil Shakir, I want your favorite pass to get you going. Josh Allen, I want a quick game. I want a deep answer, and I want – so he goes in and he gives us the opportunity to call what we want to call, because, his thinking is, if you guys want it, you'll make it work. So he puts all the trust in us, and we try to reciprocate that back to him and give him everything that we got.
Every quarterback, top to bottom, for all time, every year working on their decision-making. How does Joe Brady impact your decision-making?
Well, I think conceptually, making sure that, if 1 and 2 is not there, where's our third? Is it coming to the 2, 1, and 2 where it's at? Understanding where our outlets are, and if it's not there, use the legs and get out. And, we're trying to make scramble drill one of our best plays, because we scramble a lot, and we're pretty dang good at it. Our offensive line over the last few years giving up the least amount of sacks, and, that's contributed to a lot of different factors. But the main thing is we get out of the pocket quite a bit, and we got to be able to hit some of these ones that are deep and find ways to hit the ones that are easy too.
You got Joe. He spent a lot of time with another Joe Burrow. A lot of battles between you two. How often does Burrow's name come up?
Often. We talk about, how he was in LSU, the concepts that he liked. He had a dang good receiving core too at LSU that year. So Joe gets to bring up some old clips and just like, hey, watch this route or watch this throw. So it's pretty fun to watch.
And he's trying to keep that receiving core together while you have all these new guys. Who do you like? You're saying the 1, 2. Who's the third option? Who are you liking so far?
Well, I mean, I don't know if we really have a 1 or 2. I think we got a group of guys that are just finding ways to get open, and they're doing their job. They understand their roles within each concept. Curtis Samuel's a guy that sticks out to me using his speed. He's kind of a gadget guy. You can place him in the backfield. I'm sure you saw some of that today. Mm-hmm. He scored a touchdown running the ball. So Mac Hollins bringing the juice, drafting a guy like Keon, guys that can go up and get the ball. MVS, a guy like Terrell Shavers, who's been in the system for a year now. He was on the P-Squad last year. He's come to play. But a lot of guys are making plays all over the field right now, and they're working really hard.
The stretch I'm talking about last year, you were doing your thing through the air with those 25 touchdowns, but you were running a lot. You ran more yards than Saquon Barkley in that time span. Do you want to keep running like that this year?
I'll do whatever is asked of me.
Do you enjoy it?
I don't like running. I don't like running in the off season. I don't like running sprints. I don't like any of that stuff. The only time I like running is when there's guys chasing me, so trying to get out of that and let these other faster guys and quicker guys and guys that can take some more hits. I mean, I can take a hit or two, but don't want to be in the business of that. So find ways to get it to my backs and my receivers and tight ends.
Can you slide, please? Can you?
I'm getting there.
Where's our slide game?
Okay, well, everyone wants to talk about the sliding, right?
Oh, really?
And
I
then
didn't know that.
fast forward or rewind to that Pittsburgh game where I didn't slide, right? Where there's been times throughout the season where, I come back in the locker room like, man, if I made this guy miss, I'm scoring, and everybody in the quarterback room's looking at me funny, like, there's no shot. And then I do it, and they're like, you know what, maybe you're right. So I guess I got to use my discretion when my gut tells me to slide, I'll slide.
That's fair. Man, I was going to make like a whole slip and slide at camp joke for you, and I'm not going to make it.
Who was doing that? Somebody was doing that.
Really? Oh, no. Shout them out. Who was doing that?
Was it Chicago?
Were they?
I think Chicago.
I don't know.
Brought a slip and slide.
We're going to
Someone
Chicago. But we're here now in Buffalo talking to you. Last night, hot off the presses, number 12 on NFL's Top 100. Bills Mafia, super pissed. Are you?
I don't care.
Wow, that was like an eye roll. That was like a... But it's... No?
I've been in this league now. This is going into my 7th year. Listen, if it's not one, it doesn't matter. And the only way you really get to one if you win the Super Bowl. So any of that, it's all minutia.
Is this your 7th year?
Going into year 7, yeah.
Wow, unbelievable. I'm looking at people also getting bothered about, watching guys get big deals. Tua, Trevor Lawrence got paid. Jordan, you are now the 13th highest paid quarterback.
Yeah, we love it. We love it. We love it for those guys. Again, I think Tua said this not too long ago. The market is the market, and it doesn't matter. I mean, the APY and the this and that and the cash fund. There's so many different ways that you can look at a contract. Yeah. Some may look really good on paper. Some may actually not be that great when you actually get into the details. But I'm all for guys getting paid. This is a league where it's the NFL not for long. Everybody's been saying that since I was a rookie. You gotta appreciate your time in this league and understand when to strike. And for quarterbacks, when your time's up, it's your time to get a deal. So I'm just happy that guys are getting paid because again, that's generational wealth for them and their families. And we all play the same game, and we're kind of a fraternity here in the NFL. So I'm very happy for all those guys.
Sure, but you can say that. I mean, 13 highest paid quarterback. Renegotiation in the works?
Hey, that time will come when it comes.
All right.
Just gotta win football games.
Tell me more about this chemistry with this receiving core. Outside of maybe to give me a little size up of Keon Coleman. Did he make it out to Paris? I saw some Paris pictures. Were there some of you guys running routes outside the Louvre?
No, he was not in Paris with me. That was a different trip. That was a lot of fun though. But yeah, this core that we got. I mean, I'm telling you, I think Matt Collins is kind of the head of that group right now in terms of the energy and the juice that he's bringing each and every day to practice, to meetings. He's getting in guys' faces on the defense as well, and it's infectious. And I think people are taking note of that and kind of following that lead because we're going to need that going forward. Everybody's got to have this mindset of I got to do my job in order to eat. I got to help my buddies eat so I can eat. So that's what we're trying to do right now.
I'm talking to Dion Dawkins after this. Are we expecting? Somebody said he's the leader on this team. I go, is that a scary thought? Is that fun? Is that fine? What do you make of that?
What do you mean?
Is Dion Dawkins going to take on more of a leadership
role?
Absolutely.
And I think he's been doing that. I think, he's been more talkative in meetings. He's been more talkative in the walkthroughs. He's letting everybody know, his goals and aspirations for the year. He wants to be all-pro Schno is what we're going to call him. So he's putting his head down right now. He's working extremely hard. I love that guy to death. He's been blocking my blind side since I've been here and hopefully for many more years to come. And, I do a lot of things for Dion Dawkins. I'll tell you that right now.
Does this camp feel any different than any of the other 6?
You know what? I'd like to think it does. Just the way that we're meshing as an offense right now. Typically you come out, the first couple days are defense predicated, especially with the defensive head coach, Levy Coach McDermott. But we came out, we were ready to go. Guys studied, guys worked extremely hard in this offseason. Guys showed up to OTAs. Guys want to be here, and I think that that feeling that we have right now, it's very refreshing. Guys are gelling very well right now. You walk into the dorm rooms, and guys are playing cards at night. They're playing against each other in EA college football.
What's this Catan business?
Oh, the Catan business. Yeah, that's something that we got going on every night. I'm the leader in the clubhouse right now. Dalton is making a steady case for the number 2 right now. Spence and Dawson are fighting for that 3rd spot right now. And Dawson's going to come on. He's going to say that everyone's conspiring against him, but none of that. I don't want to hear it.
Okay, it sounds like the chemistry is at an all-time high here at Bills camp. I'm so happy for you. Somebody asked me yesterday, I was at Jets camp with Mr. Aaron Rodgers, and somebody asked me, what's the story of the NFL for you this year? And I said, it's got to be just who can take it from Aaron. who can take it? Not from Aaron. Who can take it from Patrick? How can we keep the Chiefs from winning it again? Is that the story? Like, is that how you feel? It's like everybody versus the Chiefs?
I mean, back-to-back champs. I mean, that's what every team aspires to be. And to be the best, you got to beat the best, and you got to beat them when it counts. And we had our opportunities last year and didn't get it done. So everything that we're doing from here on forward is finding a way, one, to get in the playoffs, and two, to find a way to beat them, because they've shown that they're the ones to beat right now. So, everything that we're doing is for that.
Are you an underdog this season?
I mean, if you're asking from like the media perspective, sure.
From yours.
From this inside this group, no, it's business as usual.
Yeah.
We're working hard. You know, Coach McDermott always has great messaging for us that we try to follow here in the Buffalo Bills organization. It starts from the top. I think that the players that Bean has brought in have been such a great culture fit for us and what we got going on here, and it's a very family type of atmosphere in this locker room right now, and it's a lot of love.
Last one. Rogers told me that he was binge watching Lost at night. Not really watching the Olympics. He's binge watching Lost from front to end, beginning to finish. What are you watching? Anything?
House of the Dragon has been one of the things that I've been watching.
Okay.
I've been just trying to watch a few movies. I saw the new Deadpool yesterday, which was freaking fantastic.
You're
I
just
loved
leading
it.
me to water with that universe. Go on. This is deja vu.
I guess so, huh?
Why do you fall into
But
that every time?
I watched Rock and Rolla, which is a Guy Ritchie movie, and I love Guy Ritchie. He's my favorite director. All of his movies really are fantastic. This one you can't stream it anywhere.
Okay.
So I told one of my strength coaches, Jason Osbart, he ordered it on Amazon,
Cool.
like the actual disc, and I watched it the other day, and it was fantastic. So Rock and Rolla, if anybody, it's Gerard Butler, Idris Elba, Tom Hardy. It's a great cast.
I thought you were going to say you're binge watching one of the 3 seasons of Dickinson over and over. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good
Have
one
you
to
seen
watch
that
too.
one?
I've seen a few episodes, but
Maybe you
it's a
should
good one.
put that on the list. Look at
That's
that
on the
smile.
list.
I don't
Yeah,
have to
I know.
ask shit. Just look at that face. That's
love
one.
love.
That's one happy quarter. Did you say?
So we love love.
Oh my God. Goodbye. They're going to win the Super Bowl. See you later.